Hello and welcome to this little Spalluccipedia video, another dive into the ever-expanding universe of my investigator of the paranormal Sam Spallucci. Now, before I whiffle on for a few minutes or so, please give that little like button a click. You know, it'd be marvellous. In fact, even better, why not subscribe? You can get all sorts of videos pop up in your feed then. You never know, you might like some of them. So today I want to have a chat about a short story regarding Sam called The Case of the Pillaging Pirates. Now, at the time of recording this, it's actually May 2023, and I've just finished writing Pirates. It's all done and finished, and I've actually got a Kickstarter coming out in a couple of weeks. So that may have been previously, or it might be in the future, depending on whenever I actually put this video live. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Time paradox. And I don't want to say about how the story came to be. So, obviously with Sam, we have the ever-expanding things which go on. You know, we've got him heading towards the Divergence. By the time of Fury of the Fallen, and then Lux Eterna, which I'm also currently working on, we have this notion that there's going to be the rise of this cataclysmic being called the Titan as well. So you've got all this apocalyptic, eschatological shenanigans going on in the far future. But as well as that, I always like to put in like some of the funnies, as I call them. For example, in Lux Eterna, which comes out later on this year, again at time recording, there's the case of the zealous zombies, which I think the title just about says it all, where Sam's chasing after these vegan zombies who are going around terrorizing local farms, and yeah, it's amusing. There's a bit of darkness in there, but it's generally daft. Pillaging Pirates is very much in this sort of idea. And it came about because I'm a huge fan of the Barney Thompson books by Douglas Lindsay. If you haven't read them, look him up. It's his website. I think it's douglaslindsay.com. Certainly find him quite easy enough on Amazon. And they are an absolute hoot. Barney is this barber who becomes an accidental serial killer. And the first few books dealing with like the repercussions of that. But then later on he settles down on the island of Great Cumbrae, just off the coast of Scotland, you know, it's like near Glasgow. And settles down in his own little barber shop, and things go nicely, but weird things still keep happening. And I think Douglas is possibly one of the writers I've come across who is nearest in style to me, because he's not afraid to explore the weird, and a lot of weird happens to Barney. I won't go on about them too much now, because you know I could just sit here and wax lyrical all day. Seriously, you've got to check out his stuff. If I remember, I'll put a little link down below for Douglas's website. I might try and remember to do the whole Amazon thing as well. Memory terrible. If I forget, say something in the comments and I'll sort it. But anyway, so I love his books, and I especially like the ones set on the island of Cumbrae. And last year, 2024, that's next year. No, last year, 2022, told you, memory terrible. I made a comment on one of Douglas's posts about how, wouldn't it be great if Sam and Barney met? And he liked the idea. And Pillaging Pirates was the result of this. So basically, it's set a few weeks before the very first Sam adventure in Casebook. So we're talking the September, so the end of August, beginning of September. And Spliff drags Sam off on this holiday to go and visit his long-lost grandpappy, who happens to be one of the characters in one of Douglas's books, which he wrote during the pandemic. And as a result, they end up meeting Barney, and then meet Igor, his hunchback, sort of like brusher of hair off the floor, and Keanu, his young barber apprentice, and we see sights and sounds of Cumbrae. And I thought, so what can I actually do with this? And I decided, pirates are fun. I've not used pirates yet. I'd had this idea of having a case set around a ghost ship some years ago, but that never came to anything. So I thought, well, let's explore that here. So we had the idea that, you know, the ghost ship has been spotted by this elderly drunk off the side of Cumbrae's island, and it's gone viral. His grandson has posted it on the various socials, and people have just descended on this normally quiet little island, where Grandpappy has gone to basically live a quiet life, and they're all there dressed up as pirates. I had great fun. I found this website which gave me a whole list of historical pirates. So I started off with also like the usual ones, like from Disney and whatnot. But then I just started listing off all the historical ones. Like, yeah, that's cool. Tick, 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 tick. All these people dressed up, and it's great fun. Um, and I just loved working with Douglas's characters, because this isn't the first time I've worked with somebody else's characters. In Troubled Souls, we have the case of the time traveling tea room, and I use characters by Peter Cakebread, which was set in Victorian Morecambe, and that turned out well. So I think, yeah, basically I thought, yeah, let's do the same again, but this, and just off a Scottish island. So yeah, I don't really want to say too much about the plot, because I know it's a bit daft story, but I don't want to ruin the story for people. So, you know, you might want to have a read of it once it's out and published, which it probably is by the time this video comes to light, unless I decide to publish the video earlier again. Paradoxes. Talk a lot about paradoxes in Doxy Turner, but that's another story. Anyway, I will stop whiffling on there. Have a great day. Like and subscribe would be marvellous. Keep looking for what lurks in the shadows. I'll see you again soon.